I'm Sonia from Petrol. We've been dressing women in Brisbane for the past 26 years. The Spring Racing Carnival is on the not too distant horizon and we've started dressing women for a myriad of events. Today we're lucky enough to be in the creative space of Brisbane's acclaimed milliner, Meredith McMaster. Thank you so much for inviting us to your amazing space, Meredith. There's so much happening here, it's incredible.
Oh, thank you for coming, Sonia. So good to have you here.
So when did you originally start making headpieces and hats?
Probably about 2003, so what's that, 14, 15 years ago. I started doing a TAFE course, so that's when my formal training began, and 15 years later I'm just loving it, yeah.
And what originally drew you? Obviously you could have chosen so many different creative fields to follow, but you specifically chose millinery. What drew you to millinery?
I didn't know I was creative until I started, but I've got what's called the McMaster head. It's a big noggin, and I just couldn't find any headwear that actually fitted. And I saw a TAFE course, and thought, well, there's my answer, and here I am.
You've spent a lot of time studying millinery.
Mm.
What are the traditional rules of millinery that we should understand for spring, summer?
For spring and summer specifically, we look to wear light fabrics like straw or cinnamon or just flowers. We tend to steer away from, well, it's actually a millinery no-no to wear felt during spring and summer. So it's just feathers, fabric, leather. Leather can be incorporated as long as it's not nice and light.
And what would you then say the specific trends for spring, summer 2017 would be?
2017, I think that there's just so much colour in the dresses and everything at the moment. There's still a lot of lace out in the marketplace. People are still wearing little crowns and the halo-y type of headwear, although that doesn't suit everybody. I mean, it's a trend, but that doesn't mean to say that everyone should jump on and wear it, because it won't suit everyone. So, and just colourful.
So now we're getting into the specifics about what actually to wear, Meredith.
Yeah.
And the Melbourne Cup traditionally has the Derby Day, the Melbourne Cup Day, Oaks Day.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll start with Derby Day, and that is the black and white. And they're very serious about that. One of the elegant, chic and very stylish looks. Many of our clients actually do travel to Melbourne
Yes.
for this day specifically. So we recommend looking for, obviously, an all over black and white, large, bold print.
Yep.
The florals are very big for spring, summer 2017. So you potentially wear the top I'm wearing back with the matching skirt from Once Was. What sort of headpiece would you suggest for this ensemble?
For that one, I would be looking to
Divine.
something like that, which sort of, ticks off the larger headpiece, or something a little bit smaller, the little halo look. It really is going to depend on the woman.
Yes.
And what she feels comfortable wearing, and how tall she is or how short she is, and you've got to look at the overall package.
So the other option for Derby Day is potentially going for an all white or all black ensemble.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very chic and elegant dress here from Tallulah, incorporating the ruffle trend of spring, summer 2017. This dress could take you to many places, and obviously the races is one of them. What would you suggest with a classic modern line like this?
I would tend to go something a little bit quirky with that, something like the butterflies. So that's nice and light and easy to wear, or just some simple black roses.
And this is really one of your trademarks, the
It is,
painted
isn't it?
roses,
Yeah.
and very easy to incorporate into your wardrobe, and a classic piece that you can reinvent.
You can reuse, and this sort of thing is a trans-seasonal product too. That's what most of my pieces are, trans-seasonal, which means that they can be worn to any race meeting across the year.
So now we're moving into one of the most exciting days of the Spring Racing Carnival, and that's certainly Melbourne Cup. Whether it's heading to Melbourne or one of the myriad of events that's happening throughout Brisbane, Melbourne Cup means bold, bright, fashion-forward dressing. So you can start with a classic race trend or traditional look with the cap sleeve, very modest line and hemline, with this classic bold, crisp colour from Moss and Spy sheath dress, and then tie in some more modern accessories. So Meredith, what would you recommend with a bold colour like this?
I was drawn to the butterflies initially.
Oh, it's incredible.
Just because it is Melbourne Cup Day and it's a day where anything goes in terms of what you wear. I'd also be thinking about something like that for a more traditional look, and possibly something like that to tie in the richness of this dress. It's just an amazing colour, beautiful colour.
One of the things about travelling to Melbourne is that you never know what the weather will be. We have this incredible coat from Moss and Spy just come in that works beautifully back with the vivid sheath dress and the crane print. Meredith, what would you recommend to tie the whole look together in this headpiece?
For this one, I think for a traditional classic racewear look, that little boater would look fab with that, or alternatively something like that. These are handmade, took a very long time, handmade raffia flowers or the raffia lilies.
And
so
the
that would work well.
texture really works back with this satin finish.
It does, yeah.
So now we're moving into the really classic spring motif, and that is bold floral. Obviously you could wear this at Oaks Day, it's a traditional choice, but any Melbourne Cup event, this dress would be spectacular. A beautiful dress we just have in from Keepsake, the label. I love the deeper jewel tones teamed back with the plum Olgaberg clutch. What sort of headpiece would you suggest for this?
I was drawn to this one, which really just ties in with the rich jewel sort of tones in the flowers and the dress, or again this one here.
Oh, that's gorgeous!
Yeah.
Very striking.
Yeah,
Just
it's a real statement piece. Yeah.
So another bold colour option for Melbourne Cup from the incredible Australian designers at Cilio, working with a yellow or lemon trend for 2017. Back with the gold detail and black binding. This is a very modern take on racewear dressing. What sort of headpiece would you suggest for this dress?
I was drawn to this. Firstly, it's a very it's a Dolce & Gabbana inspired headpiece, so it's very decadent and baroque looking. But I thought that would look really, really good.
And then you could tie it in with the gorgeous 3D clutch from Olgaberg, and then just basic black heels to tie it all together.
Yeah.
Very modern and
Very
sexy
cool.
look for spring summer 2017.
This would be a more feminine option for this dress. I think that makes it all very pretty and Oaks Day-ish. If this would be wearing the flowers would make it more an Oaks Day dress, I would think. Yeah, and this little one, just a little bit of cuteness.
Yeah, it's modern.
Yeah, picks up all the colours.
The ultimate spring racing carnival dress has to be this beautiful Moss and Spy embroidered flower dress. We are one of the only boutiques in Queensland to stock Moss and Spy, and it's one of our favourite Australian designers, and this dress is certainly a standout piece. What would you suggest for headpiece for this garment?
I think with this one, because it is so sweet and feminine and the embroidery is just divine, that just something like these blue orchids or their coral sister, just something simple but very, very pretty.
And then you could again tie that in with a pop of colour in your accessories, the gorgeous coral red Hale & Jack's tie-up shoes, and then back with the Olgaberg Cinnamate clutch.
Gorgeous.
Really completes the outfit. Obviously, Meredith has an incredible amount of knowledge and experience in millinery. Stay tuned, she will be coming in store at specific dates and times to work out the ultimate headpiece for your Melbourne Cup or Spring Racing Carnival outfit.